You know, Fats was loved around the world. He touched the hearts of so many people, including a lot of musicians. And musicians just worship Fats.
And one of those musicians joins us on the phone right now, Paul Schaffer, who used to work as David Letterman's band leader. And Paul, we thank you so much for joining us this morning. And what did Fats mean to you?
Well, this is a major loss, cultural loss in history. Fats Domino's death. This man was, is well known to be one of the very few guys who invented rock and roll.
And that's for sure. And Paul, as a fellow keyboardist, you understand the style that Fats had when his hands hit those keyboards.
Well, I love the style. He didn't show it all off on his singles. You know, he was known for introducing the triplets, the piano triplets, of course, but he had a boogie-woogie in him, which he showed off on that show that we made at Storyville, Fats and Friends, in the 80s, with Jerry Lee Lewis and Ray Charles jamming with Fats. That's quite an artifact, I think, but, you know, I got to really experience him playing the boogie-woogie and jamming with, leading a jam session with Ray Charles and Jerry Lee Lewis, and really, absolutely leading it in the palm of his hand. He was a brilliant pianist, wonder played, and, that's a terrific thing in itself to be able to do that.
And Paul, what was he like as a person as you had a chance to meet him and talk to him?
Just the sweetest, person, and just the way he looked. His face was angelic, and really that's the way he was inside, too. And you really couldn't sound like that if you weren't a person like that.
And the one thing...
Through and through, and all, sweet to me all, the 30 years that I knew him, and the many times that I got to play with him, actually, was lucky enough and honored to get to play with him.
And the one thing about Fats, he had that infectious smile, and that wonderful stage presence. When he walked into a room, you knew you were in the presence of a star.
Oh, absolutely. I think that, what a good way to put it. And God spoke, through him, didn't he?
Yeah.
In his music, it was so, such a, I remember my parents, I used to rave about how I got to play with Fats in the 9th Ward, and, my dad said, what is it about him that fascinates you? Well, I think you just named it, It's such a direct route to God, his spirit, and that's why that music will live forever.
Well, Paul, you said it beautifully. Thank you
Yes.
very much for talking with us today.
Well, you said it really, and I reinterpreted it. It's great to talk to you guys.
All right,
Thank
Paul,
you for having me.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.